Get ready. It's behind you.
God bless it.
Man, look at the hook on that. It's almost straight. Hey guys, it's Tanya with Female Fishing Fanatics. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook. That is going to be our main point of contact and outreach for the community, not just local, but the angler community in general. And I just want to say that Female Fishing Fanatics is not just limited to female anglers. It is all anglers of all stages and all ages. We want you guys to be interactive, post, like us. I want to explain a little bit about why I established it. I was going into a lot of fishing groups and trying to get information or posting things about my catch, and I was being belittled, bullied, and made fun of. I'm an adult, I can handle it, but the point is, it shouldn't be happening, especially when your group has moderators. And so we are going to try to make a very strong and conscious effort to make sure that those things are not tolerated in our group. But we want everyone to be able to join our group. We wanted to let you guys know that we also have, or I also have, a contest going on right now in Female Fishing Fanatics in Facebook, where if you like our page, you like the contest post, which is pinned at the top of our Facebook, and then you share our group with your page or with other people, or invite other people to come, that you will be entered into a drawing to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop gift card. Now, if we reach a certain amount of members, we have a sponsor that is going to give away another $50 gift card. So you're going to have two winners out of the group. It's going to be announced August 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to randomly pick a winner. So it could be anyone. We plan to try to have more contests in our group. I don't know how long that will go on for, but I want to try to do that so that we can give back to you guys as our community and being a part of our family on Facebook, as well as try to grow our Facebook. We want to grow that. We currently right now have a YouTube channel. We are learning how to use YouTube and to work with that. So any positive feedback that you guys have to help us with actually any of our social media platforms would be great. We also have a Instagram, but again, our Facebook is probably going to be our biggest point of contact. We have someone right now working with us about our social media that is helping us set up a website, as well as we are working with a graphic designer for a logo. So again, we're going to discuss this video. I'm going to hand this over to Rob. I'll probably chime in here and there, but I wanted to make sure I showed my face for you guys. I have him working with the YouTube channel a lot because I am working a lot more with the Facebook and Instagram portion. So you might see him on here a lot more. So don't let that be any confusion for you, even though it says Female Fishing Fanatics, that a male is on here handling the videos, as well as the Facebook page, not allowing or not wanting all anglers, including men, to join and share.
Yeah, hey guys, Rob here from Female Fishing Fanatics. Look, everything that Tanya said is 100%. You know, we are huge supporters of the female angler, every angler. You know, we love to see pictures and videos of not only the lady anglers but the children and the guys as well. You know, any fishing content that you can post, as long as it's appropriate, you know, we will approve it to be on our page. But let's get into the video, huh? That was pretty intense. You know, I was there. So losing a fish happens more often than we all would like, right? So let's talk about a couple of different ways on, number one, why does it happen? Number two, how can we prevent it from happening? So if we take the video in question, Tanya lost a sheep's head, obviously, because it surfaced, splashed around a little bit, made a little noise. got our hearts racing,
I almost jumped in.
and
I almost jumped in to get it.
Snap! There it goes. So what happened? I'll tell you what happened. We discussed it when we got home. Actually, I noticed it whenever I was putting a new hook on for her, that the line just broke. It didn't get rubbed off because obviously she did a great job of keeping it away from the structure. So what happened? Well, she wanted to use one of her older poles that she absolutely loved. It had been in storage for, I don't know, a year. Been exposed to the elements.
Even though it was in storage.
Even though it was in storage. It was strung with some nice braided line. But here's what happens. When that stuff sits around, sorry, we got a cat trying to get in the view here. When that stuff sits around and is exposed to the elements, whether it's the sun, whether it's just regular air, and in this area you have salt air that goes inland for 15 miles. It all affects the line and the reel in some shape, way, or form. So she was unfortunately a product of dry rot. So the way that the line broke was it was just like powder at the end. It just poof.
You know, I'm shocked it broke for that tiny fish, and the gargantuan that was on the straightened hook didn't break that line.
Yeah, so here's why. So the gargantuan one that was straightened the hook that you saw at the end of the video is the hook that we're referring to. The gargantuan one that straightened that hook also weakened that line more. So whenever the smaller fish gave it a nice little tug, it just finished the job. So dry rot,
Lucky for him.
it was unfortunate. Dry rot was unfortunate. She lost a keeper, obviously. Sheepshead have to be 10 inches.
At least in this state.
Yeah, in the state. So once we found out, grabbed another pole and went back to it, and unfortunately didn't catch anything for the rest of the evening. But we got home, restrung it with some nice bright blue braided line. 65 pound test. But I want to make sure that I stress this, that all line is susceptible to damage from the elements, whether it's braid, which I love braid. I used to be a monofilament guy, and I got turned on to braid probably 2 years ago, and I won't go back to monofilament. I use it for leaders, but that's about it. And monofilament is just as bad. So monofilament's plastic, so once plastic is sitting out in the sun and in the elements, what happens to it? It turns to it just goes brittle. Same way with your fishing line. 2 things that I can recommend to do for any situation, especially on the coast. Restring your reels at the beginning of every season. It doesn't matter how strong you think it is. It doesn't matter the brand of your reel. It doesn't matter how much you spent on the line. Make sure that you put fresh line on it at the beginning of every season, or else you're going to end up like this
Wah,
one.
wah, wah. No, listen, I can throw a temper tantrum better than any 2-year-old.
Yes, you can.
When I lose a fish, especially freaking hook straightener.
So what else did we do after that?
Kids say the darndest things.
Yes, they do. We brought it back, we took the reel off, and we cleaned it really well. So I mentioned before that the salt air can reach inland within 15 miles. So anytime that you go out fishing, salt air, salt water, heck, even if you're going to your local bass lake down the road, if it's 15 miles from the coast, I highly recommend rinsing that reel off extremely well. Pole, exposed line, reel, because you have gears and guts inside of there that are made of metal, and the salt air will corrode it, seize it up, and then your reel is going to end up being junk. And again, I'll say it again. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter how much you spent on it. If you do those 2 things, changing out the line, rinsing off your reel is going to perform for you year after year after year, and you won't have to worry about it or buying another one for a very long time.
Guys, subscribe and stay tuned for more featured content on fishing. We'd love to have videos also from our members that we are allowed to share. And we're going to post all kinds of videos from knots that you can tie, things, informational things on fish. So anyways, subscribe, like, stay tuned. But make sure, if you do anything, that you definitely go to Female Fishing Fanatics on Facebook, like, share us, and like that post for a chance to win a Bass Pro gift card.
Okay, so you guys have a great day, and we will talk soon.